chatting, getting information, wondering how Joanna Lee makes herself look like this. Can I say Joanna Lynn? Joanna Lynn. I'm not going to say how old, but I'm just going to say incredibly impressed with what we're seeing here. And it helps when you've got some wonderful people backing you and coaching you. And joining us, Marika Coco, great to have you guys back, and Wesley Wood joining us from Sculpt Conditioning. Always a pleasure to see you guys. And it's here, and it looks fantastic. We're all hoping, right? We're all getting into bathing suits. Bikini season is around the corner. We're not necessarily competing like Joanna Lynn, but there's potential.
We take what we did with Joanna Lynn and we put it towards everybody. We go through their diet and say, we don't do exactly what she's doing. She's getting on stage in front of a lot of people. She's preparing for another competition, but a lot of people want to look this good. So we'll take those things, not to the extreme we did with her, but still apply the same methods to their training.
Oh, I mean, when you look at this is training, this is diet, this is, everything involved there. But people can see kind of this image, right? And then know that there's certain things to work on.
Yeah, and we look at her, and it was a weekly process with her, and say, we need to refine this area, we need to get this area, you need to do more cardio, you need to do more weights, you need to do less cardio. So it was a week-by-week process with Joanna, and but we get everybody doing this sort of thing.
And at that point too, you're really kind of analyzing and sculpting a body, but you'll see with your clients that come in where things need to be worked.
Yeah, exactly, and we can focus on those parts with them, and we work towards their goals. Not everybody wants to get on stage in bikini. Some people want to do the race, but the byproduct of the exercise and getting to their goals is always they're going to look good in a bikini.
They're going to look great. There's also different components, that competitive edge and that different thing that you're looking for once you're into shape. And you guys are really big on these amazing races and these challenges that you guys take part in.
So 2012 we've got some big races that we're going to be doing this year. So exactly the same thing as like with the bikini competitions and everything else. So we take everyone that does our classes and personal training, and what better way to have another great goal along the way is to do a race.
Okay, some of the races that you're talking about are different than the 5K race that we could take part in, or the 10K that we can do on charity races.
Correct.
They're a little more extreme.
Yeah. So I'm involved in some Ironman races this year myself, and then with Sculpt we've got 2 teams that we're taking out to Alberta for a ultra marathon relay, which should be pretty crazy in the Rocky Mountains.
So when you talk about this team relay, how does it work?
We've got, it's a 145 kilometer race, and we've selected...
Half the people just went, I'm out.
It's a little crazy, and I selected 4 people for each team, and we've just divided each leg evenly. So it works out to be about 35 to 40 kilometers through the Rocky Mountains each.
Now this is, not only are you have this distance that you're covering, but you've got different elements, especially when you're looking at the altitude, you're looking at the rocks, you're looking at the climb.
Correct. Last year we did the death race, which was a pretty crazy race. My leg I had to go 7,000 feet up a mountain, and then there was a snowstorm in July. So,
are you kidding?
Coming from Australia, I didn't expect that.
I would never have expected that either. But these are challenges and these are things that you're working with your own clients to be able to do.
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, we would all love to look like this. We'd all love to be able to run and head into the Rockies. But for basic things, I know you had like 1 or 2 exercises you wanted to show us. It would be a good way to kickstart.
Well, in the summer we get all sorts of obstacles. It's like we can't do it on the weekend. We'll grab a sandbag, grab a barbell. We got 6 exercises we can do.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Okay, Marika, I want to grab that.
Okay.
Okay, 6 exercises.
Okay, I'm going to just use this because your mic seems to be having some issues.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got some squats. Marika's just going to be resting it on her traps, not on her neck. Okay, keeping her knees back behind her toes. Okay, and just high repetition. So anytime we're out in the cottage or we're not able to get to the gym, you want to get high reps in. So
okay, so if we don't have the heavy weights, you're better off taking it and actually just
correct.
More reps.
Yes. So as you see, she's doing a straight leg deadlift now. Okay, so hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. And once again, if you don't have a barbell, do it with a heavy rock. You know what I mean? Or a log or anything else you got near your cottage, anything with weight, use that. Okay, now she's doing a reversal squat, so she's holding the bar just over her legs, so it's placing stress.
Look at those biceps all just kind of knotted up right there.
And now we're doing a barbell row. Okay, so obviously Marika's isolating her back, keeping her elbows tucked into her body. Okay.
So that was 4.
That's 4, yes. Number 5 is the bicep curl, the beach muscles, of course. So working the guns there, so keeping good form, shoulders are back, breathing out as we go up. And then lastly, we have good old-fashioned push-ups. Nothing better than the push-ups.
So it went a squat into a deadlift.
Correct.
Into
a
the
front squat, yeah. into
row.
working the back, and then into a bicep
curls,
curl, and then back
and
down to
push-ups.
push-ups
Push-up.
to the chest.
Those are six exercises, great rotation right through them, and that would be a
Correct.
great
Do 10
overall.
reps of each,
Yes.
12 reps of each. Take a break, do it again, keep going.
Yeah, and next time if you want, they can scream and yell at you while you do it and then get you in this beach body bikini shape that we saw with some of your athletes. Thanks so much. Good luck at the races. We're going to have another segment too coming up, talking a little bit more about the group exercises and group activities.